The Landani Trust operates in central Malawi, supporting orphans and vulnerable groups. We support over 45,000 people in an area of 400 square kilometers, and people with disabilities are our most vulnerable group. We are putting a register together and have supported these people through provision of wheelchairs, referrals, transport to hospital, and educating the communities. Physical disability, such as sight impairment and paralysis of limbs, is more accepted in the communities. Mental disability is not, particularly epilepsy. We know that epilepsy is treatable and people can lead normal lives, but in the rural area, the medication is often non-existent. When people have an epileptic seizure, it is seen as a person possessed, and we have learned that in some villages, they physically put a limb in an open fire in the hope that the evil spirit will be burnt out of the body. We have now taken 4 epileptic people to hospital to have burns healed and skin grafts done.
Ndimo muridale kera renu mama kala bano bareri makana nditu mwina rele mwezi mabira nditu akugwa mwezi urarani urakala ndiya karelo basi machita nango misala tsanu maponda bonda ndimwame chichira
zaku school amapita
masiku yapita mbuyo amapifuna ndithuma pita ku sukulu koma malendawo.
We are trying to link with organizations in Malawi that support people with disabilities. Malawi Council for the Handicapped have supported us in gathering information for our register, and we can refer people with physical disabilities to be assisted with vocational training. Malawi Against Physical Disabilities, MAP, are based at Bwera Hospital in the capital city, Lilongwe. They provide medical rehabilitation to people with disabilities in Malawi through assessments and providing therapeutic exercises and assistive devices. Kondwani is a 10-year-old boy with cerebral palsy, and when we first met him in May 2012, he was an unreactive, understimulated child. He was dribbling, could not sit up, talk or eat solids. His sister was not attending school, so her mother could work in the fields. In June, we arranged a referral to MAP. After Kondwani's assessment, a wheelchair was specifically made for him and further physiotherapy done. Talking to his mother, the difference to his family has been amazing. His sister is now attending school. His mother can work in the fields knowing that Kondwani is safe. The children in the village have more interaction with him, and he is now smiling, communicating through grunts, and because he has been sitting upright, he has strengthened muscles in his back and is a changed child. We first met Samson, 7, and his sister Dorothea, 5, in 2011. He has cerebral palsy and cannot walk and crawls on his crossed legs. He is unable to communicate, so does so by biting if he doesn't like something. Dorothea had cerebral malaria, leaving her with physical and learning difficulties, and also cannot communicate by speech. They were referred to MAP in 2012 and have been receiving physiotherapy treatment. The recent visit in October was for Samson to have his legs put in plaster so that his legs can be made straight again. Blessings is a 9-year-old boy who looks like 5. He is blind, paralyzed down one side, and also has severe learning difficulties. His father abandoned the family when he was born, leaving his wife, who is also blind, and another child. Blessing's brother is 12 years old and has an incredibly hard life, as he has to do many chores, as he is the most able of them. When we first met Blessings in 2011, he was just sitting, tapping his body. Sometimes he is put up against a round mud hut which can support him and shuffles his body around in circles. He is hungry for stimulation, and we are encouraging the other children in the village to interact with him, clapping and singing.
Maga menera ndani trust number kuthandizira ninoyo ndi Blessings.
Ine niliwosangalala zedi pazimene aluchita atalandilani chifukwa chakuti kunoko dabweretsa phale nde phala lija ndimapita kukamutengera mwanayo nde ntakamutengera mbwera udzamudyetsa nde kuti ntaropa naye ndingomukhazika pasipa basi tikhalira limodzi momwe nde kuti ndipitirize ulendo oti tikachezepo khomo lina pamanivura kuti nimtengo zimene ndimamufuna ameneyi ndimamufuna kuti mwanayi mwina ndidamachezapo ndineyo nde kuti likhoza umasangalala koma limacheza ndithu ndimatha umamuphunzitsa zichewa izi ndizi eya
Munakamba zoti mumakatenga kophala. Munayamba mwamupititsako ku skulu kumene makatenga phala.
Ndayamba umupititsapo. Ndezimene amapanga zinthu zosadziwika ngasama angudzithandiza pena palibose ndenkuti ayibodza. Mwina nthawi singayipeze oti nkara nkachotserezo zokoma ntamamukhazika kwankuno nizikantenge phalalo mpabwino.
Then uthenga wanje omwe muli nawo kuti kufunitsitsa kuti Blessings azipita nawo ku skulu ndanzake.
Eya. Uthenga umene unimafuna zedi uli mwana azipita ku sukulu nozake. Palikanyama rake nakake kakakulu kalimba so sukulu.
Imali ndilisa uriwo amakhalani amaya Blessings. Aziwa batazelu azola zilile ya mwanayo ngakuli mwanayo amakhalanga kuti sada bali ni nkhongono kwene koma iwo timali ndilisa kuti azawo azikhala napo pafupi kuti aziwa batazelu zolela mwanayo.
And it appears a foregone conclusion in the international media that Malawi's President Bingwa Mutharika is now
He was also referred to MAP, but a little more complicated. Since his mother is blind, we also had to take another lady from the village to support them. His mother desperately wanted him to be part of the local preschool and feeding center Landlani had set up, but the caregivers would not let him as he was not toilet trained. As the rains had just begun, most people were out in the fields planting when we arrived to take Blessings to the preschool. Sadly, this included Blessings' mother, who, despite being completely blind herself, was away working in her garden. Blessings had been left alone half naked on the floor of a nearby kitchen, unaware of what was going on. This isn't the fault of his mother, merely the sad and desperate situation they have found themselves in, as without her attending to the crops, they would have no one else to provide for them. We provided Blessings with washable training pants, a fresh change of clothes, and took him to the part of the preschool. The immediate transformation in him was incredible, and the despondent and lonely young boy that we'd met only minutes ago changed into an energetic and happy child. The caregivers had given their word to take Blessings there 2 to 3 times a week, and we hope that this vital interaction with children of the same age will do leaps and bounds for his development, as well as teach the other children how to be more accepting of others. Parents of Disabled Children Association of Malawi PODCAM have supported us in training our 98 volunteers in our area, encouraging support and inclusive education. Lastly, Federation for Disability Organizations in Malawi, FEDOMA, is an umbrella organization which acts as the voice of people with disabilities. Our project's overall aim is to include people with disabilities into mainstream society, encouraging their involvement, participation, and interaction in community life. We want to establish their abilities and use those to help provide them with inclusive education and training.